Well, it's episode 6. And where we had left off the other day is we were headed down in the bus, the city bus full of people, and we're all headed down to Ground Zero, to the pile. And we were told whoever we were next to was going to be our triage mate, and we were going to be going down to Ground Zero to set up a triage center, and that the different people on the bus were going to be setting up the different triage centers, okay? And so that's what that bus full of people were going to do, was going to go set those up. And whoever we were sitting next to is our mate that we set those up with, okay? So me and Diana, we were instructed that we were going to go to the Burger King, which was on a corner. So the pile right here, like that destruction where you see like the big cheese grater looking thing, metal thing, and the big old pile of debris, right there on the corner literally is a Burger King. And they said, you're going to go, they were like, you have to walk across the whole pile to that corner. So we got dropped off on this side, and we had to walk through everything to the other side to get to that Burger King. And we would be going to the Burger King and meeting up over there where there was already people there. And that's going to be our triage center that we womaned, okay? And we got off the bus. Everything was covered in absolute gray. Like I don't even know how to describe it. Like everything was gray, but this emptiness and this void and this knowing that the gray on you was the absence of everything. I cannot explain that feeling. And I remember me and her standing there for a minute, just kind of like, what? Like, what? You know, like every step of the way you were just in shock. The whole time you were in shock. And we made our way through in utter awe, got to the Burger King, and downstairs of the Burger King, they had set it up with like water and refreshments and like snacks and stuff, for people to come in there and get food and drinks, you know. And then upstairs was the triage center, which we turned into, we're in a Burger King, guys. An abandoned Burger King. Walls are shattered, windows are shattered. I mean, walls are messed up, like everything's disarray. I actually will put a picture up at this point so y'all can see it. And that's the Burger King that I'm going to put here in this. Hopefully I can figure out how to do that. If it's not in the video as we're talking, then I did not figure out how to put a picture up. But our Burger King, where we set it up, and it was our triage center. We got there, we went upstairs, and we immediately got everything set up. Once we got everything set up, we started, what we did, me and Diane, what we were instructed to do, we were given these little, like fanny pack, medical packs, right? And we had all of our medical gear and stuff in it. And, we would walk around downtown in the pile and cleaned the firemen, the medics, the people digging, cleaned them out. They got wounds. We tended to the wound. If they had stuff in their eyes, which was happening a lot, we would flush their eyes out, their nose, give them more PPE, like the more masks and things like that if they needed more masks, because you were going through things so quickly because of all the debris and the stuff in the air and in the ground and everywhere around us. You were just getting so covered that we had to keep replacing it. So our job was not to actually be in the Burger King, but to be in the actual pile. So if you want to hear the episodes of how I got to this, make sure you watch 1 through 5. This is episode 6. And now we're down here at the pile. And me and her's job was to walk around and do this. And we did. And we walked all around and we kept triaging, and we'd go back and we'd get more saline solution and more cleaning supplies and more stuff. And then we'd go back out and we'd do it some more. We'd bring some snacks out. As much as we could fit on us, we would do it. So we would have our snacks, our waters, our masks, all these things. and we'd go and we'd treat people and we'd do that. And so we walked around the pile. And when we say the pile, I'm going to keep saying that word because that's all we knew it as. And that is where the 2 twin towers had fell. And now there is this massive pile of debris. And this is where everybody's at. This is where the people who have not survived and who have survived are still there. We are digging in the pile, which we haven't got there yet. Right now we're triaging. So that's what the pile is. And everybody remembers on the news, you always saw that big metal grate, right? And that was what people knew as the pile. Well, that's where I'm talking. That was our corner, and that was our spot, and that is what we worked on. Now, the thing is when the pile, when you were done triaging and there wasn't anybody left to triage, well, now you had to go help on the pile. So when we didn't have anybody's eyes to clean, no more, we've handed out all of our snacks that we had and all the waters that we had, and we've cleaned everybody we could clean, and we've helped everybody we could help. And then they say, we need you in the pile. We need you on Bucket Brigade. Bucket Brigade. We need you on Bucket Brigade. And that is where we're going to stop for today. Is when we shifted over from being a medic to digging through a pile of debris, trying to find anything that was identifiable as a person. I'll see you for episode 7 tomorrow.